Well, in just a few short days, yeah, a few more than a few, I'm gonna take all this stuff out to camp. Now, I could have done one of those videos where I set the whole thing up and then played it in fast forward so you could see how efficient I am at setting this up. I'm not doing that, and I'm not efficient. So that's what the thing looks like. And now I'm going to set that inside the tent. Now, I'm going to show you how I do that. This will be interesting. So let's get this beast in the tent. Out and around the big pole. Okay. All right, so I'm expecting company on this YouTube excursion when I go up to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan to film my camping experiences and fishing experiences. This cot takes up about, a third of the space in this tent. They call this like a 6-person tent. I suppose if they were dead bodies just laying on the floor, it would be a 6-person tent. Well, you want to see what it looks like in there? Can't get a wide enough angle, but show it through the door. I push the cot all the way up to the right wall, and then the air mattress all the way up to the right wall. The right wall. Now stepping inside, you got a little bit of room on the other end of the cot. I might be able to have enough room in here to put my little 4-foot table in there. Let's see. Well, look at there. There's just enough room. Now, if I have to get up in the middle of the night to pee, I'm either stepping over a body, or maybe I can sneak out that door. I guess this all remains to be seen. But right now, we're just camping in the trailer park. Alright, well, all that's left to do is to back the car up, hook up the trailer, and go. This is one of the most nerve-wracking things, is leaving for a week-long vacation. Hoping that you've packed everything. Well, there's my clothes. There's the tent. There's the rest of the gear now. I'd open up the back of the car, but as you can see, it's strapped down pretty good. It's loaded. It's loaded down. And here's my passenger. Are we ready? Let's hook it up and go. All right, well, I reset the mileage, the trip counter. Well, that sounds bad right off the bat. Well, you just can't be too careful. The wheel on the trailer was down. A little third wheel, you know, in front of the hitch. Yeah. Just anything can go wrong. So here we are. We're leaving on our trip to Michigan's Upper Peninsula. I'm not going to film the whole trip because that would be really, really boring. But so far, it is, it's 11 o'clock in the afternoon, in the morning. And there is no such thing as 11 o'clock in the afternoon, is there? And I'm heading out. Next stop, maybe the Mackinac Bridge. What do you think? All right, well, we'll see you there. If you've wondered what I've been talking about in my last several videos that I've shot about going to the UP in Michigan, the Tequamanon, blah, blah, blah. The first step of getting to the campground is getting over this massive bridge here. And so we're about to do that. If you've never been to northern Michigan, this is your chance to experience what it's like to go over the mighty Mackinac Bridge. Now, I'm not going to film the whole trip across because I really am, I'm driving by myself here and filming, and so I really should be paying close attention to what's going on the road in front of me. Like these guys pulling out. For sure, he's going to pull up in front of me. The clicking sound you might hear is me reducing my cruise control speed. That is a Shepler's Ferry van. Some people like to take the ferry over to Mackinac Island, which is way over there. So as we approach the main spans of the bridge, oh, and there's the lovely Michigan Wicked Witches buried from the head down. The bridge is constantly under construction. They paint it from one end to the other, and when they're done painting, they start over again. And they fix welds, repair metal, do all that thing that they need to do to keep this thing safe. It's $4 to drive across this bridge if you've got 2 axles. If you're like me and you're pulling a trailer that has 1 axle, you're going to pay another $2. So a $6 bridge fee for me. My friend Court, who comes up and visits me occasionally, not a big fan of crossing big bridges. You know what I mean, Court? Hopefully you're watching this. This is a little easier, isn't it, than driving across? All right. So anyway, let's see if we can't get another look at the island over there. And I'm going to shut this off, pay attention to the road. But right now we are crossing over Lake Huron on the right, and then Lake Michigan over there. And that's all for now, folks. Well, ladies and gents, boys and girls, this is what it looks like on the other side of the mighty Mackinac Bridge. Actually, it's just called the Mackinac Bridge, but it is a mighty bridge. It's a big one. Looks much like it did on the other side of the bridge. Bunch of trees. Beautiful blue sky. The temperature outside right now is 54 degrees. It's been very dry and very cool, which raises the fire danger. So it's pretty dry out there. But you're going to notice over here on the left, a big chunk of rock sticking out. And an American flag up there. So, when I was a kid, Mom and Dad would take us here, and we'd climb all the steps to get up that rock, and we'd get up on that perch up there, look out across the scenic view. Many, many good memories. And that's all I've got to say about that. We're going to shut this thing off, and I'll fire the camera back up when we start rolling into the campground. How's that sound? Well, I think that sign said something. I think we're getting really close here. Well, I just saw a watch for moose sign for the next 2 miles. Apparently, we're in moose country now. Just north of the campground, I don't know, 3 miles or 4 miles or so, is a little town called Paradise. And please forgive me as I try to aim my camera in the appropriate direction. Sometimes you get nothing but sky. Maybe you'll get nothing but dashboard. Is what it is, folks. So it is my belief that we have arrived. I'm going to put my turn signal on. And it's 1 o'clock. Check-in is 3 o'clock. So they're probably gonna say, hey, get out of Dodge here, fella. Go somewhere else for a while. We made it. All right. I've got the required passport. So here's the check-in booth up here. I'm going to go in there. I'm not going to take the camera in with me. They might get a little weirded out. So stand by. Well, I've made it to the campsite. Comes complete with a fire. And now it's time to set up camp. I'd snap my fingers, but I'm not good at snapping my fingers. That was easy. Well, talk about some crazy neighbors. They came over here and asked me to turn my music up. Can you imagine that? I couldn't imagine that. So far I got good neighbors. I'm one cigar and one bourbon into this first evening. I've got some chicken on the grill here. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's take a closer look. Oh, yum. Who let the dogs out? It is a much less windy day today on the Promenade River. Still not marking very many fish on the fish finder. As I motor up and down the river ever so slowly. As you can see. All along that shoreline there on the left is the Quamanon Falls State Park. River mouth. And just across the river is a nice marshy land and then some forest. A lot of forest. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but looks like a nice mist has rolled in. It's just dirt. So I've been out here for about a half hour. Haven't even marked a fish on my fish finder. The fish finder is literally defective. It hasn't found any fishes. In about 5 feet of water. And it varies wildly from 20 feet to 2 feet, depending on where you're at in the river, I suppose. A bad day of fishing is still better than a good day working. This is not a kayak, and this is my brother. Say hi, brother.
Hi, brother. Fuck.
Oh, I can't. It's all you get. So we're in the UP. We're in paradise. We are literally in paradise, and this dog is going to chase this ball really fast. Want to see it? Okay, cut. No, I'm kidding. I'll do it. Ready? Ready? Wow. I wish I could run like that. Come on. Come on. Watch out for the bear. The bear is chasing you. Good girl. Okay, that's all I got. Right now I'm sitting in the parking lot of the Whitefish Township Community Library in Paradise. Yeah, that's right. They let me into paradise. Can you imagine that? So this is the only place in northern Michigan ever where you'll ever be able to have Wi-Fi. There is no other place in the world in northern, not really. Don't look out the window now, but there's a lady coming into the library. Oh boy, we've been caught. So anyway, I came to town. It's 54 degrees out, and last night I slept in a nice warm tent, but I was just a little bit cold, so I got myself a stocking cap. They call that a stocking cap. It's just a cap. It's a hat. It's a hat. And like Steve from Camping with Steve, he always wears a hat like that when he sleeps at night, when he's doing his stealth camps. So I just wanted to hi. I wanted to be like Steve. She waved at me. She's so nice. Nice lady. Welcome to paradise. All right, well, I got to go now. Remember, Jesus loves you. He's the chef at the Coney Island in town. Well, Jesus, but yeah. When you come to paradise, that's what you hear. This is the sound of paradise. This is very nice and toasty. It is. After going kayaking all day in 50-degree weather or colder and getting your naked toes in the cold water, it's hard to get the cold out of your toes. So that's what I'm doing. There's a reason why they call people like you fudgies.
Yeah. I wonder if that's my dog yelping.
Oh, I'm sure it is. This is the fresh fudge store. I was hoping to find the stale fudge store, but we'll have to suffice with this place.
Adults, $15. I don't know if I want to spend that much. Come on.
I know. See a bunch of wrecked boats?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Hi. Okay, $30, please. You go ahead and use that right there.
$16.
I'm gonna give you wristbands. And we're going to get you into everything on the map except for building 2. That's being redone right now, so we're not allowing folks to go. The rest are doing construction. So building 1 is our main museum that has the Emily Fitzgerald out in there and most of the artifacts. If you turn your wrist the other way, I won't care. It's much before, right? We don't want to. Building number 3 is the
I'll wait. I'm sure eventually Sally will come up here and she'll want to see it. So I don't. Sure, a lot of lighthouses around here.
Yeah.